day and welcome to another episode of Tech Gist. My name is EJ and Musamo is in the building as well. Today we're talking about, let me first compliment Musamo. Musa is looking good today. I said I was not going to do it, but I mean.
Thank you.
I don't care.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not looking good.
Okay, I'll tell you after the show.
That's why I didn't want to compliment in the first place. Anyways, yes, today we're talking about virtual production, but we're just going to look at technology involved, a particular video editing tech involved in video production, if I should put it that way, which is better. We'll be right back after the short break. Do stay tuned.
Alright, welcome back, guys, and this is still Tech Gist. Thank you for still remaining with us. So do not forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, before we went for the short break, she spoke about virtual productions. Yes, that's what we're talking about today, but with specificity on LED technology. Yeah. But first, what the hell is virtual production? So basically the combination of virtual elements and physical elements to create a beautiful and seamless experience.
Yes.
Using a wide range of software tools.
To do that.
The most prominent one is the Unreal Engine, which was usually used for game design, but also used for this particular technology that we're talking about today. Yes. All right, guys.
So all these things might sound like a very big grammar to you. We're actually talking about the LED screens.
Yeah.
It might still also sound big, but if you know what green screens are, they are similar, except that the LED screens are more sophisticated and realistic in video production. So now, first of all, we're going to have to talk about green screens. So green screens, I mean, if you're a video editor or one going into video editing, you already know what it is. But if you're just coming up, green screen is like having to take our passports and like the backdrop where we use red, white backdrop to take our passports. That's how a green screen is to our video editing, to our videos rather. So it's like a backdrop that enables video or photo editors to put imaginary things in your video or your pictures. That's what a green screen does. It helps change the background of your video or your picture entirely to something else, makes it look like you're somewhere else when you're not.
Changing location.
Yes, and there could be green screen, blue screen. I think the one is green and blue. I think there's also the red screen on.
No.
I don't know.
There's no red screen, what do you say?
So it's green and blue screen. And it can be used, you know, sometimes people get to wear green that green is like nature's color, so that's why they're using it. And some people tend to have like green flowers, green clothes. So instead of that, they just use the blue screens at the back for editing
so
and all of that.
Make it easier to replace the background.
But coming up now, there are also softwares that video editing softwares that are making it easier for them to edit very well. But some movie producers, they've come up with this LED screens.
No, the thing is,
our brother here will talk about.
the thing about the LED screens. Okay, let me begin from the COVID-19, the 2020 pandemic. So when COVID came, movie producers and directors had to still shoot movies here, but how do they travel to these locations without having to leave their own environment? But they needed to shoot movies, so that was how the LED began to gain prominence. And before I even continue talking about that, let's even talk about the movie that gave the LED technology the big craze, which is the Mandalorian. Okay, so that's after the Star Wars movie. So the Mandalorian is a movie about this bounty hunter.
Looking for.
But it wasn't a movie on Earth. It's a sci-fi movie, literally. So they needed to do something beautiful and
like outside space, outside Earth. That's how they wanted to.
So they made use of the LED technology, and the LED technology is a whole lot of LED screens, all right, surrounding the actors, all right, and even the cinematographers and videographers, all right. So it gives this how do I call it, this immersive and realistic feel, like you're there. It's not like the green screen where actors just have to imagine the environment, imagine the things.
You look here, you're already seeing that there's like maybe a one animal coming at you, your own creature coming
what
at you.
You see is what
you look
get.
here, you're seeing that the space you are there, maybe it's falling, you're about to.
Exactly.
So it feels very realistic,
Real.
very natural, having the LED screen surround you. I mean, you don't have to. You don't even have to be scared. Well, you might be scared.
Depending
just
on
like
the
a
script,
3D,
actually.
yeah, like a 3D. You know when you people that have use the 3D virtual VR and then someone who are scared. So that's actually how it is.
It gives that feeling, yeah.
Yeah, to the actors, it gives that feeling. And you know, apart from that, there's also in the Mandalorian movie, he wore an armor, so it felt like.
The reflection from
was
the environment
just there. You know, they didn't have to add excess lightning to it while editing.
Yeah.
It was just there. Video from the I mean the reflections from the video was just on top of him.
So basically, how it just works is they design this environment in the Unreal Engine, all right, and then they send it out to the LED screen using drones.
Yeah.
All right. So it's just literally they just build all the set inside the Unreal Engine and send it to the LED screen. Unlike the regular one where you have to create sets, you have to create rigs, build houses and stuff like that. All of those things you don't need to do them again when you're using the LED technology, which makes it cool and interesting. But then the big downside of it is it is very expensive and not every producer can afford one.
Yes, and also it gets to limit the amount of people you employ, because that's in terms of post-production when you're editing the videos, because you will not need so many hands to edit it. I mean, it's just going into a very seamless editing or seamless
just
production.
little touch-ups or stuff.
Yeah, they just do that. Like maybe cut out the parts that the already has. So they just do that and then it goes. So it saves time when in post-production. It saves time, and
even during shooting, it also saves time because you can shoot up to 10 scenes in a day, 5, 6.
As long as you have the LED screen.
Just changing the background, changing the stuff without having to start. Okay, we are arranging set, we are arranging props. Just send in the background, whatever.
Like, do you think that the LED screens is going to actually replace the green screens? But in terms of green screens, it's very accessible.
Yeah.
People are using it.
Something you can use literally anywhere.
Yes, anywhere. And also there are editing softwares that will make it easier for you to edit the background seamlessly.
Yeah.
So I mean, it depends right now on the producers on what they want to actually achieve.
The truth is, obviously, most producers would want to use the LED tech, but now wait till you get to go feel buy. And when you your hand reach, you go feel use out. So they go do fast instead.
Yeah, I think we should show them like how it was actually acted, the video of probably the Mandalorian movie, or
Oblivion.
Yeah, that's another movie that
that
it was
LED
used.
technology.
Yes, LED technology. Yeah. So let's just see a video of it. We'll be right back.
Part of what's been fun about collaborating on The Mandalorian with Lucasfilm and Disney is that we have been able to see through a few technical innovations and a few firsts that I think are going to have a lot of impact on the way television and movies are made moving forward. In partnership with ILM and Epic, we have put together a system whereby which we can have game engine, real-time render, and video wall technology coming together to create a backdrop for the big, beautiful world of Star Wars.
The volume is 21 feet tall, it's 75 feet in diameter, run by 7 machines, pumping the visuals onto the screen that's been created in pre-production and can be on the screen within 24 hours of being finalized.
It's incredibly impressive when you first walk out there because it completely surrounds your peripheral vision. And you really quickly forget that you're indoors and you're not out on some planet's surface. It feels like a real three-dimensional environment surrounding you because it is a three-dimensional environment.
Welcome back, guys. And this is still Tech Gist. We hope you enjoyed that short clip that you just watched on the making of the Mandalorian movie.
While watching it, do not forget to like, share,
and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, guys.
Yes. So, I mean, I like, should I say I'm like a lazy person? But not totally.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Say what?
A lazy
I hope you didn't hear that. So I would actually want to go for the LED if I was a producer, if I was Steven Spielberg, I would want to go for that.
But the thing is, it's not about what you want to go for. Do you have the finances to fund that?
If I have it, is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If I have the money, I would go for it. I mean, it doesn't just... The LED screen doesn't just surround you. It has even like an overhead, something that...
It depends on the type, actually.
Yeah, it depends. When you look up, you see the sky or something, or something like that. So, I mean, it's a very innovative technology. It's very beautiful. I've always even liked the LED screens. I have the LED lights in my house, so maybe talking about LED is just good for me.
All right, guys. So that's all we have for today on Tech Gist, and do not forget, guys, drop your comments below.
Yeah.
The green screen or the LED tech, who do you prefer?
And do you think it's actually
going to replace the green screen in the future?
Mean, let's hear you. We'll be right back next week on the same station, DABA TV, with the same human beings. Well, except I get to replace him with a green screen. My name is EJ.
And I am Mo.
Bye.
Shame on you.